Hey, welcome back, guys. I have something to tell you. This is my 22nd attempt at recording this video. The first 21st times I've tried to record this video, I said something that I didn't like or I screwed up somewhere, and I decided, hey, I'll try and record again. So hopefully this will be the one that I get right. Anyway, we are playing Keystone Creative, and this is the second time that I've recorded me playing in Keystone Creative. The first time I just talked about suggestions and improvements for the game of Minecraft, and in retrospect I looked back and I said, hey, you know what, anyone can make suggestions and improvements as to how Minecraft can be better, right? It's kind of generic, but not everyone can talk about how unique a server can be and how great its community can be. So what I want to do for today is talk about a current competition that's going on within this server. I'll post a link to the forum below in case you're interested. And right now we are having a Snowman competition. And basically the winner of the Snowman competition gets the free month of donator status. So basically if you have donator status, you have the ability to fly, you have the ability to go through walls, and you get all these really cool features. And you only get it for a month though. So say you donate $5 for a month, then you get all these cool features only for a month. Okay, so here's the Snowman competition. And this is the area, the maximum area in which you can build your snowman in. It is 20 blocks in length, 20 blocks in width, by 30 blocks in height. So without further ado, let's go to the first snowman. I only know the warp locations to the snowman. I don't necessarily know who created them, but guess what? Your snowman's going to be on YouTube, so you should be proud of yourself. Anyway, this is the first one. I'm just going to call it by its warp location, so I'm just going to call it Ferret Snowman. As you can see, he is very well made. I like the proportions. You can tell that he's not too fat and he's not too thin. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say fat. That's like offensive. He's not too plump, and he's not too thin. I love his scarf, by the way. It's very realistic looking. It definitely looks like a scarf, and I love the colors. Red, white, and orange. Very, good colors for the Christmas holidays. Sorry, I mean the winter holidays or Christmas. I don't know whatever it's more correct for you. I'm not going to talk about like why this snowman sucks, or this snowman doesn't deserve to be in a competition, or as Cartman and South Park would say, you shouldn't spell snowman, suck my balls. Okay, see, unfortunately when you record a video 21 times, you start to go a little loopy, so you just become more and more insane until eventually your 50th recording of a video is just only incoherent blabbering. Fortunately, I am still coherent for the time being. Anyway, this is a very well-made snowman. I love it. And let's move on to the next one. So we are going to warp Snow Monkey. Okay, sometimes when I warp to an area, unfortunately, I get stuck. I don't know if it's a glitch within the server or maybe it's a bandwidth connection on my part, but one way to fix it is just disconnect from the server, join the server, and you can see the IP address in case you're interested in joining. So I just log in the server, and bam, I am unstuck now, and now I can see the snowman. So I'm just going to call this Snow Monkey. This is definitely one of my favorite snowmen. I may even vote for this one. I love the colors on the scarf. It's not too big, I think, and it's not too small. And I think that's kind of an important part. That's something to keep in mind when you're entering this snowman competition, is that you don't want something like where it's like you're in the front of a movie theater and you have to like look up and you're like, okay, I see a snowman, but he's so freaking big. I don't know, guys. Anyway, I love the colors on the scarf. I like the hat. It looks like a beanie almost, but I like the candy cane a lot, and I like the nose. I I also like the proportions. So like a lot of people, they'll build a snowman so it looks nice only from the front and back, and then when you look at the side, it's just all flat. But he did the proportions very well. As you can see, it looks like a snowman. It kind of expands like a natural snowball would, and it's difficult building a snowman because obviously they're supposed to be round, you know, circular, and it's very difficult to build circular things in Minecraft when you only have like rectangular, no, square blocks. So it's very well done. Okay, let's go to the next one. Warp Band Snowman. And once again I'm stuck, so we'll disconnect and we'll be on our way. Awesome. I'm not gonna like criticize any of the snowmans. I'm just gonna like talk about, you know, their strengths and what I like about them. I don't want to create like unnecessary drama on the server. Basically, when I logged in the server the other day, people were like, "Hey, FireSlug87, I saw your video. You got the first video of Keystone Creative Server." I'm like, cool, I guess. But then I realized, hey, you know, okay, fair. Hi, FireSlug, saw your video. Then I realized that, hey, you know, I have to be careful about what I say and put on YouTube because it's public and anyone can see it. Okay, I'll just say hi there. And which one are we on? We're on Band Snowman. Okay. So what I like about it is its simplicity. I like how it's, he made a very nice snowman without using like a really complicated design. You know, he made it very simple, and I like that, in that it's very easy to see what it is, and it's a snowman. It's very well made. I like the rectangular design of it. It's unique in that he managed to make a snowman without trying to make it like look circular. I love the arms. I really think that the snowman with stick arms is very original, and I like the hat. The hat's definitely my favorite part. So that's a great snowman. It's very tall, but it is within the size limit, so there's nothing wrong with that. Great. So let's go on to the next one. I created the snowman. And now I'm going to explain why I should win the snowman competition. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not going to do that. I will criticize my own snowman, though. I think that's okay. I won't criticize other people's snowman. So it's unique in that it has legs. None of the other snowmen have legs. And so what I did to create this snowman is I went to Google Images and I typed in Frosty the snowman. And one of the images popped up and Frosty had legs, so I incorporated legs, and he also had a broom, so I tried to make a broom. It should be a little wider, but as you can see, I was kind of running out of space, so it's hard to make that broom wider. And I included a cigar pipe. So, funny story, I asked for cobweb. I said, 10 cobwebs please, mod. And then the mod came over and gave me like a poison potion. I'm like, I put in the chat, seriously, why did you poison me? I was just asking for cobwebs, and turns out cobwebs is a banned block in the server. So basically, asking for banned blocks in the server is frowned upon. Okay, as you can see, there are glowstones, and I try to include a belt, but I don't think the belt worked out too well. Like, people might be confused what that is. And I try to make a scarf and a candy. I don't know what it is, a lollipop. I'm just gonna say it's a lollipop. So I'm gonna criticize my snowman. I don't think the proportions are like that accurate. Like, he should be a little more plump. I think he looks a little too skinny. And maybe there should be more variation on the side rather than just like one flat wall of snow. So, he looks good from the front is what I'm trying to say, but from the back, not really. So I think it's important to build a snowman that looks good in all viewpoints from all angles. So that's my attempt at creating a snowman. I like him. He's fun. He's cool. I'm not going to vote for my own snowman in the competition. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. Warp SN1P. Awesome. Wow, this guy is huge. This guy is gigantic. He is definitely by far the biggest snowman I've seen to date. Unfortunately, it is dark right now. The stars are out, the moon is out. Let me see if I can get a torch. Kit torch. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I believe this area is not protected, so I'm just going to put a bunch of torches here, and I'll delete the torches. But, okay, there we go. He's very big. I believe he's holding some kind of scroll or book in his right arm. And he has the candy cane in the other arm. I really like the proportions here. This is very well made lower body and very well made upper body. Obviously, I would say the creator of this snowman spent probably the most time out of like all the snowmans I've seen so far. Because the bigger your snowman is, the harder and longer it takes, especially if you can't fly in the server. So I would say it's very well done. I think he's wearing a hat at the top. I can't tell. It's hard sometimes to tell what the snowman looks like. So like a suggestion would be whoever has the winning snowman, just put some light around it so you can see it better at night. Okay, great. Now I'm going to destroy all these torches. You know what? I'll destroy the torches later. Let's just go on to the next snowman. Warp Snowy. Awesome. See, this is great. There's a platform to stand on, and you can see the snowman from right up here. This is adorable. This is very cute. I love this snowman. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, but I think these are the arms right here. So he has like two wooden arms, and these are his eyes. And I like the snowman because it's really original. Like a lot of people, they have like a certain idea of what a snowman's supposed to look like just a lower body and an upper body and then a head, and that's three circles, big circles of snow, and just stick a carrot for a nose. But this guy, he went like, you know, out of the box and thinking about what a snowman should be like. So I applaud him for like taking a risk with this snowman, and I think it should be rewarded. So congratulations, you're on YouTube. I like the buttons as well. And I like how there's light too, so you can see the snowman itself. Okay, great. Let's move on to the next one. Let's go to Warp GS99. Okie dokie. So let me put some torches here, just like 1 or 2. Awesome. So this guy, he's a little smaller than most of the snowman I've seen so far, but there's nothing wrong with being small. Snowmen come in different sizes, and let me see, it looks like his eyes are here, and it almost looks like he's wearing like a tie, almost, you know, you can see that long black wool coming down his chest. It looks like a tie, and it's very simple, but, you know, it's a good snowman for the competition, and it's unique in that it looks different than most snowman, but, you know, I think it looks great. So I think it's good to have variety, you know. If everyone made like the same kind of snowman, then it would be like a boring competition. Okay, great. Let's go on to Warp Frosty. We only have like a couple more snowman to cover. And I'm sorry if I didn't include your snowman. I just looked at the forums for whoever put their warp names next to their snowman. So awesome. This is Warp Frosty. He is a pretty big guy. He has a very big nose compared to most of the snowmen I've seen so far. Let me put a torch here. Uh-oh. Don't have permission for this area. So basically, when you create a snowman, you have to protect the area around it just to make sure that no one griefs your snowman, because that would be a terrible thing. Especially during the winter holidays. So, he's huge, isn't he? He's very big. I think he has arms. It's hard to tell sometimes. There's no Unfortunately, I cannot control day or night on this server. It's just like a natural thing you have to deal with. I believe he has arms. Yeah, they're right there. They're kind of like short stubs, almost like a pirate. You know when a pirate has lost a leg and he puts like that wooden stub on his leg? That's kind of what it looks like. So he's very big. Let me go back again. But I like him a lot. He has a big nose and just a well done snowman. So let's go on to the very last snowman, and this was an interesting snowman. Best snowman ever. This is the last one for today. Okay, unfortunately it looks like I am stuck, so let me disconnect and connect back to this server. Awesome, and let's see what we got here. It's hard for me to tell what's going on, but this snowman is approved by the kin. Pretty sweet, guys. So this is the last official snowman that I've seen. There are more snowmen probably that I haven't covered, but I didn't know their warp locations, so I apologize for not warping your snowman. Well, it certainly speaks for itself. It is the best snowman ever, and you know, it is what it is, I suppose. It's smaller than most snowman. I suppose this orange block, this orange wool block right here is its face, and you can see it has arms. It's a little thinner than most snowmen. You would expect it to be a little more plump, but I guess this guy is on a diet, probably not going to McDonald's or anything. And the sign, the snowman is approved by the kin, so I suppose the kin enjoys the snowman. I don't know who the kin is. Maybe it's an admin, maybe it's the owner of the server. But I think that's it for today, guys. So hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any questions or comments, or if you want to yell at me for not talking about your snowman, or yell at me for criticizing your snowman somehow, feel free to comment on this comment section below. And have a good day, everyone, and enjoy the holidays.